How we doing? All right, we're going to show you some lumbar and thoracic mobility moves with just a single kettlebell. So a 10-pound kettlebell. Let's get some things moving in the lower back first, and move the upper back. So we're going to start with a little bit of a side bending lotion. So you kind of want to go, oh, look, we're going to go opposite. Oh, this is nice. There we go. So nice, let it kind of just trace along the outside of the thigh. So a little bit of a side glide to the left here. All right, side bend. I like to have the arm up. Like to have the arm up? Yeah. So we're going to get both sides, some side bending. Just start little and go a little bit further with every rep. Try to go a little bit further, okay? Then I like to get a loaded extension, so put the weight behind you. So it kind of pulls you backwards, push the hips forward, and then come back up. So a little bit of extension with a little bit of weight behind you. Very nice, very nice. The other one that feels good to me for like hips and a little bit of flexion, it won't be for everybody because it depends on your directional preference, and most of you do have a directional preference. I like a little bit of loaded flexion in my back before I start working out and lifting. So I'll keep it close, and I'll come wide like a sumo style, and come way down low, way deep in, and sink the hips in, and then kind of let that weight round my back, and then come back taller again. And sometimes even with my elbows, kind of push my knees to the side to get like a groin type stretch. Yep. So this is a nice mobility, I kind of round the whole back out, but I'm not there for very long, just enough to get a little bit of mobility. Okay, so that's the lumbar ones to start with, and we go through those, do as many as you need to feel like your spine is starting to loosen up. Like it takes a little bit of time. You got to go through them a few times. So then the next one we'll do the thoracic. Let's go quadruped. So then the other one that Jake had showed us today, which works really nice, is to take a little kettlebell like this, fling it up, and then you got this weight to bring you back, and now you're going to get a lot of thoracic and shoulder. I mean, I feel it in the anterior shoulder and the chest as well. So doing that by coming around this way and coming up and really rotating, ooh, chest, shoulder, and a lot in that mid-back by the shoulder blade. And you can, of course, go both ways on those and get that shoulder and thoracic. Now, do you feel it differently when you sit? Either sit your hips back towards your heels or come forward more over top your other shoulder. I feel a little bit different when I so there, yeah, and then he kind of sits his hips back towards his heels to lock that in and get more rotation through the thoracic. So that's that one there. And then the other one we like to do is laying down and kind of cross over. So this is a little bit of lumbar as well, because this position might be familiar, like especially with Jake and on the chiropractic, if you've been to that kind of thing. A lot of times they'll do a side posture rotational movement for manipulation of the lower back. So he's going to kind of pin his knee down here and let this guy, the weight of it, open him up, book opener. So you get chest stretch, you get thoracic, you get lumbar. And then we kind of just pause and just hold it there for a bit. Just kind of enjoy that stretch through there, up here. Let that slowly, you don't want too heavy of a weight because you don't want to have it like too fast. Oh, yes, I feel that one. Yep, so breathe into it, get both sides. And those would be kind of our top, what is that, 5 or 6 things for the spine from low up, lumbar, hips, thoracic, and shoulder. So really it gets a lot of the joints warmed up and moving. We'll do those kind of things before we would lift any heavier weights to make sure that we're feeling pretty loose and ready to work out. Thanks a lot, guys.